meeting makers, and today we have the one and the only Naya, who just debuted her first novel, which is My Other Half. And let's get into the video. So, hello Naya, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine, alhamdulillah, and you?
I'm fine as well, thank you so much. So, can you formally introduce yourself, like a person who don't know you? How do you introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Neya. I wrote My Other Half. This is my first book, my debut novel, and it's a love romance between Enes and Hayat, two North Muslim Africans.
That's amazing. So, our writing community is very vast, but there we see like so many less people. Like there are a big majority of people who wants to write their books, but there are many less or few people who actually get up and write a book and publish it. So I would like you to share your defining point where you knew it, like where you was like, I am going to be a writer. This is what I want to pursue.
Okay, so to be honest, I did not have this point in my life. I just had an idea one time, and I thought I will publish a book. I hesitate a long time before doing it because when I was younger, I used to write already stories on Wattpad, etc. And with time, I totally changed the course of my job career. It was more of a hobby, passing time, writing, put your mind on the left and just write. I never thought I will become a writer, a full-time writer, to be honest.
So it was just unexpected, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's very clear to us writers that writing is very time consuming, and you have to dedicate whole day and maybe weeks to get one chapter done. So how do you balance your other life commitments like your school or something like that with the writing career, as it's very
Yeah,
hard.
it is hard. I personally don't have school anymore, so I did school like 2 years ago, something like that. So I don't have this problem balancing life, real life, and school life, and writing life, and social media. I don't have this problem. But it is very time consuming because sometimes you want to write something and then you write it and it's not what you want. So you just suppress everything and you do write it again. So yeah, sometimes it's very time consuming, very mind consuming. And when you're self published, you have not only the writing, you have the promotion, the marketing, um, talking with partners, etc., etc. This is a lot of work alone. Um, and sometimes it is very well balanced. Like I have a week when I will write so much chapters and live my life, and sometimes I will write nothing and be like, why? So it depends on the week, I would say.
So, you are a planner, you plan everything, and sometimes, it just, you cannot get
I,
time to write.
I just keep the planning and I'm like, okay, I will take a day off.
Taking day off is very important if you are a writer, because sometimes your mind just get blank and you cannot write anymore, which is kind of scary.
Yeah,
So,
it
yeah,
is.
that's very great, I think. So, with every career or with every product, there's pros and there are cons. So, talking about pros, what is the most rewarding part of this career, that being a published author, what is the most rewarding part of it?
I would say the feedbacks, the DMs of people. Even if I only wrote a romance, for me it's like a very light subject. And the feedbacks, I wasn't expecting that at all. It's full of love. Thanks. Thank you. I have a new vision of love and Islam. And I was like, oh my God, you're welcome. I wasn't expecting all these feedbacks, all these people saying, like, "Oh, you changed my vision. Oh, thank you, thank you. I have a new vision. Oh my god." And okay, no, thank you. You're welcome. um. So yeah, I would say the feedbacks because it's very heartwarming to see all these people understanding the message behind like my book.
That's very amazing because obviously we don't see this kind of romance everywhere, and in this time of the world, it's like full of explicit content and everything. So I really appreciate what you are doing, and as a Muslim as well, you are doing a great job, girl.
Thank you.
So, talking about cons now, do you ever get any hate? Because obviously there are some explicit content lovers. So, do you get hate, or if you do get hate, so how do you put it like the productive way and not get depressed and not get demotivated?
I always handled criticism well, to be honest. Um, when someone criticizes my work, I don't take it personally because this is not me. This is what I did, and if I can like get better, I will listen to you, and I will like take your criticism in account, and I will pick what I need to do change in it because some people had very harsh review sometimes. The most requested change in my book was the grammar because, as you know, English is not my first or second language at all. Um, so yeah, it was the grammar, the orthograph sometimes too. So I, how do you say it? I hired. Sorry, I hired a new editor. So she's working on reviewing my book with the grammar, etc. And also, the most criticism I got was the Arabic. This is one thing I will never change because the Arabic in my other half is my language. You know, this is not the standard Arabic you listen with the Quran or in books. This is how we speak daily, so I'm not going to change it.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So, there are some things which are very dear to us. So we should not change it just because some people are not liking it. So yeah, I totally
Exactly.
support you with that Arabic thing. So obviously your answer was amazing. Like you are doing great.
Thank you.
Okay, so obviously the writing process is very deep and you have like messages to convey, and you we can literally change the a view and of a reader. So what do you think your message is being conveyed through your book? And if it does, what was the message behind my other half? If you want to answer it very particularly.
Mm. In my other half, the main theme, because I think I explored a lot of themes in it, the main theme was literally the love in our modern society was between two Muslim and how we can still do it in a halal way, even if it don't take in account specific context. So it depends from people to people, but this is the main basic context you can have, like two-person with two parents who want to meet to get to know each other's. This is the basic context you can have. So I took it, and it was for me the first message I want to convey in my book, that you can still do it in a halal way.
That's amazing because for us, new generation, we are like very far from Islam, what it was. So we really need your type of people in our society so we can keep that halal love in our society. So obviously everyone have their own life. So what Naya is except for when she's writing. So your who you are other than your writing. How do you explain
Mm.
yourself?
I would say I am firstly a book lover. I read a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. and I love video games. I
Video
love playing
games.
video games. Yeah. So when I don't write, I either read or either play games or learn a new language. So I have the time, so I learn new languages.
That's amazing. Like, I am not a big game lover, but I do like the OGs, like the Need for Speed and like the
Yeah,
GTAs and everything. So yeah,
the old
I
one.
yeah. So, getting back to the point again. So, a well-crafted story obviously need a well-crafted structure of sentences and like well-crafted plot and everything. So, is there any author or is there any writer who inspired you to write that way, the way you write?
Mm, not really. Since I wrote very young, I started writing, I was like 14? Yeah, something like that. It's been almost 10 years. Like 8 years to be exact. Uh, that I started writing. So I never like took inspiration to someone. I was more writing, evolving in my writing, I would say. As I wrote, I evolved in my own way, because taking inspiration of someone sometimes take away your way of view things, of your way expressing your feelings, the idea that you want to express. So even if it's the first time you're trying something, don't worry, you will try again and again and again, and it will be perfect in the end.
That's really amazing. Like, for me myself, I was very um inspired by some West cultures and everything. So when I wrote my book, I was very influenced. But your answer was really amazing. Like you answered it really well. So publishing is always like very complicated yet very thrilling journey. So can you walk us through your publication journey, or is it there something very extraordinary which you want to share with us?
I don't have like extraordinary, sorry. I don't have extraordinary stories to share. It's more of a bad extraordinary one. um so I would start from the beginning, I would say.
Sure.
I am not someone who got money. Okay? So people think that when you start a project, you have all the money to start it. This is not true. I started it, I had enough just to start. So I was trying to find people to correct my book in a way that it's not too expensive so I can still publish it on my way. I took Amazon publishing because it was free. So yeah, when you start, you don't have necessarily the money to start. So you always try to find free things to get you started. And yeah, I started like that with Amazon publishing. I also used Barnes and Noble's publishing. It was free too, so I used it. And then I started to do marketing on Instagram alone. I took photos, videos. I tried to push it. I paid some reels at first in the beginning, like 2 or 3 reels I paid before the book was released. I sent the book to people, to influencers. Yeah, I sent it to influencers, and alhamdulillah, they said that they can do it for free. Like I sent it the book, they read it, and they give it like a review for free, and I was like, alhamdulillah, because I was behind my computer like that. I don't have money. This is my debut novel. Please tell me you take it for free, please. And there was like some say no and some say like yes. Obviously, I would say I would take your book for free. Like no problem. Thank you.
So like,
um So it was very nice of them. And after that, it's like a snowball. It started slowly and then hop, it worked. Alhamdulillah. And also, I had a lot of problems with people stealing my book.
Oh,
This is horrible. Horrible. Someone
okay.
had the possibility to literally like take my book, have the ebook, and publish it
Okay.
on Amazon. And I
Uh-uh.
had to fight with them to take it off. And I
Okay,
got
so you
insulted at
win?
the end. I won, but I got insulted at
Oh,
the end.
oh, that's amazing then.
Yeah, alhamdulillah, I won. But when I saw that, I was like, excuse me? Why? It's my first book and I have all this problem. Please leave me alone.
Yeah, go and steal some like big author's book instead.
Yeah,
Like,
why me? Why me?
yeah, why?
I
Obviously, the
literally
first book.
started.
It was your first project after all. So, your writing niche is very different from others. Like, it's very halal and it's free of explicit content, right? So, as a published author yourself, what advice would you like to give to other authors who want to write books with clean stuff, like, without the explicit stuff?
Write it. Write it. Publish it. Like, if you want to publish a book without explicit stuff, people will read it. People will find it, and people that want those type of books will read it. Don't worry. Don't worry.
That's amazing.
Just take your hand, take your mind, and hop, write it.
Right, play. So, okay. Now, talking about your future plan, can you give us a sneak peek about your next book or upcoming project, or what are you doing for us next?
So the next book, obviously, I talked about it already. It's a thriller. So it will be for people that are above 18 at least, because there's a lot of blood, killing, stalking, etc. So it won't be for young people. I see you there. Don't go read it. And after that, I will go on a series of Halal romances. I have
Oh,
also the
that
baby 2 coming, the baby 2 of my other half, and it will be featuring a couple that a lot of I've been waiting.
I cannot wait. I really cannot wait. Okay, so now I have a teeny tiny surprise for you now. We are done with the questions, but there will be a small rapid fire where you have to give answers just whatever comes in your mind with the question. Is that okay with
Okay,
you?
I'm okay with it.
So, yeah, let's get into it. So, my first question will be your favorite writing spot.
My bed. I love writing in my
Amazing.
bed.
Okay, so tea, coffee, or something else when you are writing, you are like deep into writing.
Coffee.
Coffee.
I'm an
To
addict
keep your
of
brain
coffee.
working, to keep your brain draining. So, do you have any favorite characters? So, and if you have, why?
I can't say much because I have one books out, so I won't say the other characters. But I would say in my other half, I would say Suhila. I love her. She's like very bubbly, very like right here, acting all she wants, pushing her father to like be open with Hayat and etc. Like yeah, Suhila.
So, if your book is made into a movie, what would your, first pick of your, the characters you wanted, the real actors you want for your book as a movie?
I don't know. I never thought about that. I actually don't know names of actors, so I would say I don't know.
Okay, you know, so what is the most challenging part of being an author?
Plotting everything from A to Z.
Same.
Yeah.
I cannot plot. Okay, so hardcover, paperback, or ebook, which one is your favorite format?
Paperback.
It's easy to handle.
Yeah.
Hardcover is very heavy and ebook is just like eye torture.
Hardcover is pretty on a shelf. Paperback is pretty because you can like do arts in it and it's still pretty on the outside. So yeah.
Slay. So, if you could co-write a book, which writer would you pick from anyone, like living or dead, anyone?
Living or dead. Oh my. Oh. Let me see my shelf.
Sure.
I would say Zulfa Katwa, the
Oh,
writer of like As Long as the Lemon Tree Grows. As
oh,
long as the
that book was
lemon tree.
amazing. I read that book and that was
Yeah.
amazing. So, the next question and last question will be a one sentence teaser of your next book. Do you have any one sentence?
Oh wait. I would say life or death.
Okay. It's really a thriller. We can say that.
I would say this one. This one is the perfect representation of my main character.
Amazing. So it was very, very, very fun talking to you. You are such a light person. I had a great time with you. So yeah, all the best for your new book. I'm looking forward
Thank
to it.
you.
And I hope you get more and more success and everything. May Allah guide you more. And
I
like
mean,
I'm really impressed. Like you are the queen, girl.
I won't say that, but I accept the compliment.
So yeah, that was it for today. Um, I hope you liked the video. So yeah, yeah, it's done now.
Subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah.
Leave a like.
So yeah,
Bye bye.
so yeah, that's it. So, bro, I literally have the time of my life. I find the players or the gamers very very cool. So you are cool now. For me,
I'm
you're very
cool.
cool now. You're cool.
Yeah.
I'm
You're
so yeah,
busy.
I was holding the word slay back for so long, but I finally said it. I was trying not to say that because obviously
Slay. Go and slay.
go and slay. Queen behavior.
Yeah.